Okay. So let's have a quick recap what we have discussed in the last session. In the last session, we have just given introduction about the Azure Devops. In today's session, we are going to learn about how we can create our Azure account. And then we are going to discuss about how we can create our virtual machine in Azure platform. But before starting off this particular topic, if anyone have any question, whatever we have discussed till now, if you have, you can please raise your hand. Or you have any other question, whichever you feel you want to ask me, you can raise your hand also. Yes, Naveen.
Hello, Ankit. I've been trying to, pay the course fee. Should I do that today or should I do that after like day 3's session?
It's completely your wish, Naveen.
Okay.
Okay, it's completely your wish. Whenever you feel comfortable, you can make the payment.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone have any more questions? Okay. Yes, Shiva Prasad.
If I want to pay, actually, what is the number? Google Pay or Phone Pay number actually, because I didn't called up because I was busy with different meetings actually. So that's why I'm asking.
Okay, for making the payment, Shiva, you need to visit to our website called logicalappstech.com.
Okay.
After that, first of all, you need to log into our website.
Okay.
Okay. To log into our website, first of all, you need to create an account. It means you need to sign up first. So you can directly log in by using Gmail, or you can go to sign up, give your name, email address, and password also.
Okay.
Okay. After login to our website, you need to go to courses.
Yeah.
Okay. And in courses, scroll down. Here you will find called Azure Batch 100.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here you need to go, and then you can click on this particular batch and you are going to make the payment. Okay. Here you will go. And even I'm sharing this link in the chat box. You can please note down this link first.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Anyone have any more questions? Okay. Yes, Shekhar.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Shekhar.
Thanks for giving me a chance. I was just trying to know in this Kubernetes, we will be learning APIs or Kubernetes on-premise, like on virtual machine?
No, we are not learning anything on-premises. We are learning everything on Azure cloud.
Oh, means when we are talking about Kubernetes, it will be APIs.
We are going to create Azure Kubernetes in Azure. And then with the help of this one, we are going to work on cloud platform.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay. In Azure, we have a service called Kubernetes service. We need to first create Kubernetes.
Yes, sir.
In Azure platform. And then with the help of this one, we are going to connect. And then we can work on that particular service. Okay. So it is whatever I was talking about, Shekhar, it is mentioned in the course content also. See?
Yes, sir.
Here we are creating Kubernetes cluster in Azure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, Ganesh.
I have a query that how Azure DevOps is different from this AWS DevOps.
In AWS DevOps, we have their AWS services. In Azure, they have their own AWS service. Sorry, that DevOps services.
Yeah, but the tools like Jenkins, Mavens, Ansible, and all.
Those are third-party tools.
So here,
those are third-party tools.
So in this, in this course?
Now let me complete. Ganesh.
Yeah, sure.
Nowadays, clients are not using third-party tools. They're not much preferring. So that is why in Azure we are not using Maven, we are not using Jenkins.
Okay.
Why? Because in Azure they have their own artifact tool. What is the use of Maven? To generate artifact.
Okay. One more query.
What is the
then-
use of Jenkins? I didn't complete my answer, Ganesh.
Yeah.
I didn't
Sorry.
complete my
Sorry,
answer.
sorry.
What is the use of Jenkins? To
Jenkins
generate
for-
pipelines.
Yeah, correct.
We have our own pipeline.
Mhm.
Okay. So when Azure is providing their own services, like same thing in AWS also they have their own. If I talk about they have their own code commit, code pipeline, they have their own also, like we have in Azure. Okay. Like in Azure, we have a service called ECR. Same way, their service is different.
Mhm.
Okay. Now you can ask a second question.
Okay. So which one would be better for the if we want to change our profile? Okay, I'm holding 11 years of experience in infra domain in the Microsoft technologies like Windows Server, VMware, Azure.
You're talking
Azure,
about current situation, or you want to think about future also, Ganesh?
Yeah, the future. You can say 10
Go
years.
with Azure.
Yeah.
In that particular, because right now I can say AWS is number one, but definitely in future Azure is going to be number one, because right now Azure is capturing more market than AWS.
Okay.
Okay.
So any prerequisite like any languages needs to be known?
Basic Linux is required, which you already know that.
In Azure also Linux is required?
Definitely yes, because we are going to work on Linux based operating system. In
Okay.
every cloud platform, Linux is required.
Okay. So my core was a Windows actually, Windows Server.
But we are going to cover basic Linux. Whatever we require, we are covering.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Pinky, you have raised your hand.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi.
I'm trying to pay the fees, but it is asking just US dollar. I'm not looking anything
You
for
are out
India.
of India or you are in India?
I'm currently out of India.
So if you are out of India, you need to pay in dollars. If you are in India, you need to pay in Indian rupees. So as per your geolocation, it automatically showing you in dollars.
But I'm in UK, so I don't know how to pay in dollars. I can pay in Indian currency. I have a account
But
in
as per
Indian.
your geolocation, it is showing you in the dollars. So you can't pay in Indian rupees if you are showing in dollars. So when you can only be to tell someone in India pay on behalf of you.
How can it possible? Because the link, they will use the link, right? If someone pay in India.
Definitely yes. You need to give your login ID of your website.
So there'll be no issues because after they log in and they'll do the payments. If I log in from here, then there'll be no issues.
No, if you want to pay in India, to tell someone from India to pay for you, or if you want to pay by yourself, then you need to pay in dollars because you are outside of India.
Okay.
Okay. There is no other solution for these things.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. We'll try. Yeah, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to know that in the real time, all the tools that you have mentioned in this course, that Terraform, Docker, DevOps, are interlinked. So will in this course will be like that only? We'll do that kind of work?
No, I have already informed in the last session also. In the day one, we are not going to cover any project. We're just learning these tools. We are not going to go with any of the project.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone have any more questions? So in the today's session, we'll start with how we can create our Azure account. So first of all, to create your Azure account, if you are using email ID like outlook.com, live.com, if you are using an email ID which is providing by the Microsoft organization, then you can directly create an email ID. Azure account. If you are using Gmail or you are using Yahoo, in that particular case, there is one prerequisite to create Azure account. And what is that prerequisite? The prerequisite is Microsoft. If you are using Gmail or Yahoo, first you need to create a Microsoft account, and then you can create your Azure account. Or if you're using the same email ID which is linked with your Windows operating system, Windows operating system, then by default you have a Microsoft account. It means you don't need to create a Microsoft account. You by default have a Microsoft. If you have a Microsoft account, then you can create an Azure account. And to create an Azure account, you need to go to this particular link, the link which is mentioned in this PDF. When you click on this link, you will get something here called Start Free. You need to click on Start Free. After click on Start Free, you need to click on Create button. If you already have Azure account, you can directly log in, but you don't have Azure account. You need to create. So you need to click on Create one. After click on Create one, here you need to enter your email ID. The email ID you want to use, you can use Yahoo, Gmail, Outlook, any email ID, whichever you want to use. But make sure you're not going to use your official email IDs. Because might be your company is already using Microsoft domains for their email IDs. So if you are going to use, in that case, in some cases, you will get an error message. You are not able to practice freely. And in that particular case, you will get a bill also, and might be you will get a warning letter issue from your company also. This thing happened with one of my students also. So make sure you're not going to use your official email IDs, use your personal email IDs here. And then click on Next. After click on Next, you need to enter a password here. And there is no rules. We have some rules that you need to set a password. You can just need to give 6 to 7 characters long password with some numbers or characters. There are no specific rules. We have that one uppercase, one lowercase. No, there is no specific rules. After entering of the password, you need to click on Next. When you click on Next, you will get one OTP on your email ID. That OTP you need to enter here to verify your email ID. After entering of the OTP, you need to click on Next. And when you click on Next, here it is asking your personal details. Your first name. If you have a middle name, you can enter your middle name also. And then last. And here automatically system will pick the email ID from the previous. You need to click on scroll down, and here you need to enter your phone number. And please do not enter country code. You just only need to enter your phone number. And here what we are doing it, we are verifying our mobile number. In previous step, we have verified our email ID. And in this step, we are validating our mobile. So after entering of your mobile number, you need to check this checkbox. And then there we have two options to get an OTP. You can get an OTP by using text message, or you will get an OTP by using call. So it's up to your wish which option you want to. So click on that particular button, and then you will get an OTP. You need to enter that OTP. After entering of the OTP, you need to enter your address, and this is very, very important. You need to enter the address exact same as your bank account address. Exact 100% same. Let's take example. Normally, whenever we are typing, let's say example, we are typing as flat number 4, then comma we are giving. But in bank, they have given it flat 4. They didn't give any number, they didn't give any comma. They have directly just mentioned as flat 4. So which one is correct? As per us, this one is correct. But as per Microsoft, this one is incorrect. As per Microsoft, this one is correct. So your address needs to be exact same whatever you have in your bank account. So best practice it when you are going to create your Azure account, copy and paste your address. If they are using address in single line, enter in line 1. If might be they are using line 2, line 3 also, so you can use those also. So line 1, line 2. And then here you need to enter your city, your state, and in the end you will enter a postal code also. Postal code means PIN code. In India, we are calling it PIN code. So you need to enter that address here. In the above, it is also asking for PAN card also in India, but it is optional. It is not mandatory. And then you can agree with terms and conditions and click on next. Now here you need to enter your card details. And it is only accepting 2 cards. One is Visa or other one is MasterCard India. Other than that, if you have any card like in India, we have RuPay card, it is not going to accept. So you need to enter your card details. So your card name, with card holder name, your card number, expiry date, and CVV. So you can enter a credit card, or you can enter your debit card of SBI Bank or ICICI Bank. Debit card also you can use. But one important point. Whatever the debit card or credit card you are using it, make sure that particular card is enabled with international transactions. Because in India, by default, international transactions are disabled. By default. So you need to enable those international transactions by checking the mobile app of your bank. You can do it by using mobile app also, or by using the internet banking also. You can enable that one, and just you need to enable 10 rupees because they are going to deduct 2 rupees from your account, and this 2 rupees also you will get refund within 3 to 5 working days also. Sometimes you will get within 2 minutes also, but as per documented from Azure, you will get within 3 to 5 working days. 2 rupees they are going to deduct from your account. And you don't need to worry even if they are deducting 2 rupees. Let's take example, in future, you will get some bill for any service. They are not going to deduct any single rupee from your account in India. I'm not sure about other countries. In India, they are not going to deduct any single rupee. Till that time, you are not giving the OTP. And as per Indian government new rules, they are not going to save your card details. Till the time you are not going to save. They can't save your card details. Every time, whenever you want to make the payment, you need to enter your card number. And once your account is ready, this is how your account is. And you need to click on subscription. And when you click on subscription, here you will find something called free trial. What you will get in this free trial? This free trial is for 30 days. And it means for first 30 days, you will get a credit of 200 USD, or in Indian rupees, it's 14,500. You will get a credit. It means for first 30 days, you can use any Azure service. They are not going to charge you anything. But yes, in this one, you can use any service. Then you will not get, but yes, you are under your credit. After completion of your credit, by default, you need to upgrade your subscription to pay as you go. It doesn't mean that after 30 days, they are start charging you. After 30 days also, you have some free quota. But what's your free quota after that also? Let me tell you that also. Just a minute, I think I didn't mention the link. Here is it, see, here I mentioned it. 12 few services you will free for 12 months. Few services free always means for lifetime, and this much of credit you are getting, which I have only told you for 3 days. And here I have given the link. There you can check which services are free for 12 months, which services are always free. Scroll down. Here are all the 143 country details. Here you have full list. And here are the services, which services are free. For how many time period it is mentioned here, per month quota. Free period. Now let me show you here some services. Like here we have one service called virtual machine. In virtual machine, we have 750 hours per month free. Which type of? B1S. Free period, 12 months. Virtual machine, Windows, 750 hours per month, B1S, 12 months. Few services are always free. You can see here, virtual network, we have one service in Azure. 50 virtual networks, always free. Always means lifetime. So few services are for 12 months, few services are for always free in Azure. And in Azure, few other services which we are going to learn about in DevOps also. Let me show you those also. Let's see, Kubernetes, AKS, free. All this. Azure Devops, 5 users with unlimited private Git repositories free. Always. We are getting. In Azure Pipeline, we are getting it 1800 minutes free or per month we are getting. It is not mentioned here. No. So here we have the full list of services whichever is coming under our free tier. This is how we can create our Azure account. And let me show you my subscription also. My account is older than 1 year. It is not coming under free tier. It is older than 1 year. So it is coming completely under pay-as-you-go service. I'm able to log into my account, and here I'm going to subscription. Here is my subscription. Your subscription. This is the name of my subscription. Subscription name can be any name. You can give your name also. Any name you want to give, you can give here also. So this is how we can create our Azure account. Any question anyone have, you can please raise your hand. Yes, welcome. You can unmute yourself.
Hi Ankit, good evening.
Good evening.
So address you said that flat number 4. So where this address will be validated, like from which do we need to provide the Aadhaar card or else how it will be validated?
No, we don't need to provide anything there. Automatically, Azure has tie-up with the banking thing. So that is why I'm telling you the exact needs to be same as per your bank account. Well, creating the account, you can try to give. You will get an error message.
Bank account, right? We need to check with the bank account what are the kiosks.
Yes, correct. So exact same as your bank account mentioned there. I have given example of flat number 4, like when we are typing, so we are might be typing like this.
Got it.
Flat number 4 and then comma and then our address. But in the banking, they have given flat 4.
But whatever the payment we are
need to.
in the particular bank, we need to give the same address. Then it will be validated.
Correct.
And one more thing, for this service 750 service, what is the B1S?
What does the service means?
No. When we come to the free services, Azure free services, it is shows that 750 hours is free with B1S.
Correct. What is B1S? We'll discuss in upcoming.
Okay.
B1 is what is it type, actually type of virtual machine.
Okay. Not.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Dhanmanji.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, hi Ankit.
Hi.
Yeah, my name is Dhananjay. Actually,
Yes,
I have which one cloud is the best one? Is AWS or Azure? What is the difference between these two?
I can ask you one question. What is the difference between WhatsApp and Telegram?
Based on the requirement, they are going for that.
Both are messaging app, right?
Okay. Yeah.
What is their main concept? Sending a message. Same way, AWS and Azure are both cloud platforms.
Okay.
Their Azure look and feel will be that Telegram look and feel will be different, and WhatsApp look and feel will be different. But their basic concept is same. Am I right?
Okay.
Same way, Azure and AWS both are cloud platform. Their basic concept is same, but little bit of changes they have done as per their own platform. Okay. Same like Telegram and WhatsApp they have done changes as per their own platform. Same way, Azure and AWS has done the change as per their own platform. But both are cloud platforms. Okay. Concept-wise, both are same.
Somebody is saying that if you need any programming, that means a scripting language, then only it will be easy for Azure, but AWS, so no need to any scripting language. Is it correct?
No. I'm working on both the tools, both the cloud platform from last 7 years.
Okay.
And I'm giving training for both the clouds and I'm working on both the clouds.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever the information you have given by someone, that is incorrect information. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Mukhtar.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Ankit. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Ankit, like 3-4 months ago, we have created Azure account while we are doing a Microsoft Azure course with you. Now I try to log in with the same account.
You are from which batch, Mukhtar?
I'm from 100.
100 is for AWS, I think. 99 number batch. 99 for Azure.
Azure, yes.
Yes.
So now I try to log in that account. It's showing me you're not eligible for an Azure free account. Sign up for free Azure with pay as you.
You can upgrade to pay as you go. Don't worry, you will not get any bill for pay as you go also, because under 12 months also we have a free services.
Okay. So I can go with pay as you.
So you can upgrade. Yes, upgrade your subscription and then you can use those also.
Okay, thank you for that.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Ganesh.
One query I have is that, like after AWS DevOps, we can go for the DevSecOps. If someone was to go into the security, If someone,
Sorry, Ganesh, can you repeat your question?
if someone was to go into the cybersecurity domain, so after DevOps, we can opt for DevSecOps, correct? So how is
Yes,
it? How,
definitely yes.
so how about in Azure? Means after Azure DevOps, is there any specific course name for this Azure
No.
DevOps SecOps like that?
Right now, there is no course in the market. Even Azure is also not providing any certification hosting. We don't have anything in the market for DevSecOps. Okay. There is no particular course providing by the organization still now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Aditya.
Hi, Ankit. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Like I'm having the same question like a lay person asked. Like we have a new cloud GCP, right? Again.
Google Cloud.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
So, like currently, like GCP is currently demanding more. Like I'm getting some options like that one. So, do we have any like
Which
any?
options? Can you please elaborate?
Sorry.
Which options you're talking about?
Like GCP cloud, do we have any sessions for that one or?
We want GCP training?
Yes, yes.
No, we are not providing GCP training.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I'll show you one more thing. The market review of till July 2022. Here is the market. And you can see here where is Microsoft, AWS, and Google. I talk about in 2021, AWS it's still there. Microsoft was here, and Google was here in 2021. But now Microsoft and Google has picked little bit of market, but AWS is at same point. So,
okay.
Okay. Any more questions?
Nothing. Thank you.
Okay. Few more questions, and then we'll continue with our topic, virtual machine. Yes, Vinay.
Hello.
Yes, Vinay.
Yeah. So my question is related to certification. So, what are the certifications we can do with Azure DevOps? I mean, like.
Just a minute. Let me share those also. If you might be remember in previous session, I have told you, Vinay, that if you want to do any certification after this course, this is the certification which you can do for EZ400. We'll provide you the dump. With the help of dump, you can clear the certification EZ400. But to go with this certification, there is a prerequisite. This is prerequisite. Any one course certification you need to do. AZ203 or AZ104. Any one certification to do the DevOps certification.
Okay, before that we need to do AZ900, right?
No, AZ900 is optional. It is optional. See here it is mentioned. It is optional.
Okay, okay. It should be
this is fundamentals are optional. Fundamentals are optional. You can directly go with associate also.
Okay.
Okay. But yes, to go to expert, you need to first go with associate. That is prerequisite.
Okay.
Okay.
And so in parallel with this, if I go with Azure admin, okay, how is that going to help me in my career? Because I work for access management as well. So
no, like if you might be remember, Vinay, in previous session also I've told to go with DevOps. It is mandatory to have knowledge of admin. You can first go or after that. It's up to your wish. You want to apply jobs, you need to have that knowledge. Because in nowadays in the market, they don't want a person only with DevOps. They want a person with multiple things can done by a person. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so we'll start with our other today's topic where we are going to discuss about how we can create a Linux virtual machine. But before that, we are going to discuss about what is virtual machine. Virtual machine is like a computer to us. I can create a computer virtually in Azure infrastructure, and that computer is called as virtual machine. And in that particular virtual machine, we can do anything. Whatever you want to do, you want to create a web server, you want to create any application, anything, whatever you want to do, you can do. And it is supporting these type of operating system: Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, CentOS, Debian, Oracle. These are the types of operating system it is supporting in Azure cloud. To create this virtual machine, first of all, we need to log in with our Azure account, which I have already. First, go to virtual machine. For me, it is already showing here as virtual machine, but for your account, might be it is not showing you. So you can search here also. See, when I just type V, here I'm looking virtual machine. Create virtual machine. First of all, by default, they have picked my subscription. What is my subscription? A Azure subscription. Next thing, what we need to select? We need to select resource group. We didn't know what is resource group. We will discuss that also. And in this one, we only need to select those fields wherever you find star. See here, star. Star means these are the mandatory fields. Other than that, you are just going to keep as it is. You don't need to do any single change on those fields. Now we have select our subscription. After select of our subscription, we need to select a resource. But I don't have a resource. Even we don't know what is a resource group. Resource group is like a container to us, is like a folder. Container resource group is like a container to us. Under this container, what I can keep? I can keep my resources. What is resources? Like virtual network, virtual machines, IP addresses, storage account, whatever we need to create in Azure, it is mandatory to have resource. Because under my resource group, I'm going to keep all the things whichever we are going to create. So to create virtual machine, the prerequisite is resource group. I have an option to create. No, I can directly create from here also, or I can come back to home page. Here also I have an option to create resource. If it's not showing you, it will show you in the below, or you can search above also. Resource. Click on. Now when I click on create, here also they have picked my subscription, and here I need to give the name of my subscription. Sorry, resource group name. Resource group name can be any name. I am giving the name as group-1. Resource group name, you can give any name, your name, my name, XYZ, you can give any name. Here I need to select a region. Region means in which particular country data center I need to create this resource group. Here are the full list which I am getting. Which one I'm going to use? I'm going to select my nearest one. My nearest one is Central India. I'm just going to select that. While practice, you can select Central India or any other, whichever you want to select, you can select. Click on Review Plus. After click on Review Plus Create, system is validating. Whatever the details we have entered here, is it correct? This validation has passed. Now I can click on. If validation is failed, it means you have done something wrong there. You need to correct, and then you can click on. our resource group is. Now again, I'm coming to my home screen and I'm going to virtual machine. Now here I can select a resource group. See, now here I'm able to see. Done. Now give the name of our virtual machine. I'm giving this. Virtual machine name can be any name. You can also give any name to your virtual machine also. Region. In which particular region I need to create this virtual machine. Now, how am I getting this Central India here? Did I select Central India? No, I didn't select Central India. By default, system is giving Central India because it is the same region of my resource. Because when I select my resource group, automatically system has given the region as Central India. Scroll down. So our region gets selected. Next thing, we need to select image. In our daily life, we are calling it as operating system, but in Azure, it is called as image here. It's called as image. So we have, by default, we have an image called Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. If you want to select any other version, you can select here. I'm getting the full list. Or you can click on see all images. You can see that particular list also. Before moving forward, let's discuss something more about resource group. Once we create our resource group, it is not possible we can change the name of our resource. Resources can only exist in a resource group like virtual machine, storage account, or whatever the other type of resources which we are going to create. For those resources, it is mandatory to have. So I already told like a folder to us. Under my folders, like I am putting my files. This is my folder. I have right now, okay, let me just open another folder. There is batch 118. In this one, I have a notepad file, I have a ppk file, pem file, ppk, puttigen, pem file. So multiple types of files we have. So folder, you can think about like a resource group, and under our resource group, we are keeping our resources. Resources means the services which we have in Azure. Groups can have resources of many different types. Different type means virtual machines, IP addresses, virtual network, storage account, ACR means Kubernetes, DevOps things. We can create anything, whichever we want to create, we can create under our resource. Without that, it is resource group. Without resource group, it is impossible to create few of the resources in Azure. And one important point, this might be your interview question. Resource groups can have resources from many different regions also. Like I have created this resource group in which region? Central India. But I can create my virtual machine in any other region, means in any other data center, or my resource group is in any other data center. It is also possible. But yes, it is not a best practice, and even in real time also, we are not following this particular. But yes, can be possible. Might be they can ask you the same thing in the interview. Groups can have resources from many different regions. So we have created our resource group. We have selected our resource group. We have entered the name of our virtual machine, region selected, EMI we have selected, sorry, image we have selected. Now, Just few minutes before, someone has asked me what is B1S. I will discuss that also. But before that, whenever we are going to purchase a computer, we are always seeing few things. What things we are saying? CPU, RAM, hard disk, and operating system. Operating system we have already selected Linux one. But we are always seeing CPU, RAM, and hard disk also. These three things we are always seeing. Now let's take example. My requirement is 1 CPU and 1 GB of RAM. This is my requirement. Scroll down. Here I need to select size. Here we need to select a size here. With size, you can see here by default system is picking the size as standard B1S. This is size, the one B1S which I have told you. This is the size of my virtual machine. With this B1S, how much CPU I'm getting it? 1 CPU. How much RAM we are getting it? 1 GB of. So if you are under your 12 months or if you are under a first 30 days, your free tier, if you are using B1S, you will not get any bill for that. But yes, 750 hours per month free you have for Linux based operating system. But let's take example. You have created 2 machines. So it means 750 hours is going to divide in 2 Linux machines. If you have 1 machine, then definitely 750 hours you can use for 1 machine. So here we have select our size. Here we have multiple size. Let me show you some more sizes also. See, B2S, 2 CPU, 4 GB of RAM. B2MS, 2 CPU, 8 GB of RAM. We are getting. Like this, we are getting a lot of sizes. Lot of series we have. E-series. These are provided by the clients to us. From Azure, we are getting. And one more important point. We are using which size? B1S. With B1S, we are getting some 4 GB of additional space also. Means additional hard disk. They are providing us of 4 GB. Why they are providing us that 4 GB additional hard disk? Because in our system, some cache, some temporary files system is generating. So those temporary files, they are providing us additional 4 GB of hard disk. Because of the size which I'm selecting as B1S. Let's say example, if you're going to select size as D2S V3, in this one you will get 2 CPU, 8 GB of RAM. But in this one, how much additional hard disk you will get? 16 GB. So like this on right side, you can see here for which particular size, how much additional hard disk they are providing. But yes, in the additional hard disk, we are not going to store our data. Why? Because this is just a temporary storage. It is clearly mentioned in Azure documentation. If you are going to store your data, might be you will lose your data and that data is impossible to recover. So that is why in this one, we are not going to store our data. I'll show you this 4 GB of additional hard disk we will get also. So I'm selecting a size as B1S. Scroll down. Here we have 2 authentication type. One is SSH public key, other one is password option. Regarding password, we'll discuss in the next example. First, we'll discuss about SSH public key. So in this one, what you need to do is you need to enter your username. And by default, my username is Azure user. If you want to keep the same username, you can keep, or if you want to give some other username, you can give that also. But yes, for this also we have some rules. There are some words they have reserved. We can't use those usernames. See here, when I give admin, they're giving me some error message. Username must not include reserved words. So they have reserved some words which we can't use. I'm going with my default username. User. Now, after giving my username, here I am giving my key name. What is this key? I'll explain later. But here is my by default key name, and I'm going to use this key name. Enter your key name. What is this key? How to use this key? You will understand practically when I'm going to show. Now, after giving the key name, what is the next step? The next step is I need to enable one port number. And by default, Azure is so smart. They have already enabled a port number called SSH port number. What is this SSH port number? To connect any Linux machine, it is mandatory to have port number called SSH. It is mandatory. Like for Windows machine, which port is mandatory? RDP port is mandatory for Windows machine. For Linux, SSH port is mandatory to connect to our Linux machines. And anyone in the chat box can let me know what is the port number for SSH. In the chat box, you can confirm me. You don't need to raise your hand. Correct. SSH port number is 22. Like I have told you, RDP. Anyone can tell me RDP port number in the chat box? Correct. 3389. RDP is used for Windows. SSH is used for Linux. And these ports are mandatory ports. These are not optional ports. These are the mandatory ports. If you want to connect a Linux machine, it is mandatory to enable SSH port. If you want to connect Windows machine, it is mandatory to enable for Windows SSH for Linux. But by default, it isn't. I don't need to enable manually. It is by default. Click on next. We don't have anything. Let's have a quick recap. We'll see all those things. We have select our resource group. We have given the name of our virtual machine. We have select our region here. And then we have select our image. Image means operating system. And then we have given size. Size as B1S. In B1S, we have selected CPU and RAM here. Now, next thing. Now, here we have enabled SSH port. SSH public key, sorry, not port, SSH public key. This is my username and this is my key name. This is actually key. Now I'll just give you a little bit here. Key is like a password to us. To connect to our Linux machine, this key is going to help us to connect our machine. Scroll down and we have enabled SSH. Now click on next. Now when I click on next, here I am getting the OS disk size. OS disk size means operating system disk size, like C drive. And by default, how much we are getting it? 30 GB. For Linux machine, till 64 GB is coming under free. But by default, they are giving us 30 GB here. So 30 GB is sufficient for us. So we got all four things to create one computer. Now we have multiple tabs also: networking, management, monitoring, advanced tags. We are not going to discuss those things. So I'm directly click on review plus create. Now, when I click on review plus create, they are validating my records. But I'm getting validation fail. Might be I've done some mistake. Let me check my details. No, everything is correct. Yes, let me just again click on review plus. Now I'm getting validation. Don't worry, sometimes happen in Azure. Their validation, sometimes they fail it. So if you go back and again come back to review plus create, validation is going to be passed. So our validation is passed. It means now I can click on create. Now when I click on create, a pop-up is coming here. What is this pop-up? Please read this. Download private key and create resource. The key which we are generating, we need to download that key also. So I'm going to click on download private key and create resource. Here I'm getting. And what is the extension of this file? .pem. I'm going to keep this PEM file in my batch 112. Done. Next thing. Now system is start deploying our virtual machine. It takes near about 2 to 3 minutes to create our virtual machine. And when this virtual machine is going to be ready, what we need to do, we need to connect to our machine. Our virtual machine is go to resource. Here is my virtual machine. See here are the size which I have selected, the operating system, the resource group, what is its status, what is its location, in which subscription I have created. Here I'm getting all the details about our machine. So all these things we have done, we have just directly jumped to review plus create and we have created our virtual machine. After creation of our virtual machine, is our work completed? What we need to do is we need to connect to our machine. And to connect to our machine, we need terminals. We need to download some tool in our local machine to connect to this particular Linux machine. And in market, the tool which I'm going to download, those tools are called as terminal. And there are topmost two platforms we have it in market. One is Putty, other one is called as GitBash. These two tools are very frequently used in the market. Right now, in the starting of our training, I'm going to use GitBash. In our upcoming session, I'm going to use Putty also. So I want you to familiar with both the tools. So might be in real time, might be your client is using any one particular tool. So you need to know how to use those particular tools also. So first, I'm going to download GitBash. Here I have given the link also from where you can download, or even if you just search on Google, you will get the same website. You can download this for Mac, Linux, or Windows. I'm using which operating system? Windows, so go for Windows. Yeah. For Windows setups, we need to download. Which one we are using? 64-bit or 34-bit? I'm using 64-bit. So I'm just going to download. Here is the exe file which I'm getting. Like it's very simple, like we are installing Google Chrome or Firefox in our machine. Same way we can install this also. Double click. Taking some time. Click on next, 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 install. Done. So we have installed Git. It is showing me that it is removing previous Git version because in my machine Git is already installed. Access denied. Okay, no issues. I have shown you how to install it. Might be because of some other reason it is not installing. No issues. It's already there in my system, so I can use that Git also. After installation of the Git, I need to go to my virtual machine. Here is my virtual machine. In virtual machine, what we need to do, we need to click on connect. Connect SSH option. Scroll down. Here I am getting the example. Copy this example and paste in my notepad. Now, what is the next thing? The next thing what we need to do in this one example, we need to done some changes. Copy the command. In this one, what changes we need to done? We need to mention our PEM file name. The PEM file which we have downloaded from Azure. This is my PEM file. So just give the name of our PEM file. Dot. I've given the name here. Next thing, right click. It's not showing me Git actually. This just a minute. I need to install it in these. Unable to set up the plate directory. It is actually in my system, it is already there earlier, but now I'm not sure why it is not installing. Okay, no issues. We'll use putty also. We can use putty also. Already just a minute. Let me delete that. C drive to the files. It. Now it's start installing. Because of the existing folder I have, might be because of the reason it is not installing. Still in process. Our Git is installed now. Now go to the folder where you have put your PEM file. You need to go to that folder, right click, and you see here Git bash. Earlier, we are not able to see because Git is uninstalled from my system. Git is open. Now copy this command, paste here. Paste. Enter. Are you sure you want to continue? Type as yes. Enter. And you can see here, I am able to connect to my machine. This is how we can connect to our Linux machine with the help of, I'll show you again. You need to right click in the same folder where you have put your PEM file. You can't right click on some other folder. If you try to connect, you will get an error message. Right click, git bash here. It means your path needs to be in this particular folder. And then paste this command, the one which we have noted down from our Azure portal. And we are able to connect to our Linux machine. This is how we are connect our Linux machine. And in today's session, I have shown you how we can connect our Linux machine with the help of PEM file. In tomorrow's session, I'm going to show you how we can connect our Linux machine with the help of password. This PEM file is also like a password to us. Now I'll show you. See this PEM. This is my PEM file code. Password is still possible to hack. Like let's example, we'll give 10-15 characters of password, we'll give 10 digits. But still it is somewhere how possible that password can be hacked. But this PEM file is impossible to hack. Even if you just see for a second, no one can remember these. So PEM file are more secure way we have in real time to create our machines. This is how we can create our machines with PEM file. Any question anyone have, you can please raise your hand. And then I'm going to show you how to delete this machine, because after our practice, we need to delete these machines also. So how to delete, I'll show you that. Let's have quick questions. Then I'm showing. Yes, Karen. If anyone have any question, you can raise your hand.
Hi, I see you showing how to use it on Windows. Can you please show how you can use it on Mac?
Which thing you want me to show?
On MacBook, how to use Git GUI on MacBook.
You want to install Git on MacBook?
Yeah, I have a MacBook.
So I can't show it to how to install because I'm not using Git here. So here are the steps. If you come to this particular website.
No, I'm talking about Git GUI.
I can't show you this step, Karen, because I'm not using Windows. I'm using Windows operating system. I'm not using Mac operating system. So you need to check this website, Git website.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Or even it is not required, you need to install Git in your Mac operating system, because in Git you have a terminal. You can directly use with that also. It's not mandatory to install.
Oh, so I don't really use the
No,
GUI?
for Mac also it is not required. For Linux also it is not required. Even for Windows also it is not mandatory. You have a command prompt. You can use this also.
Yes,
but in real time, clients are not much preferring these command prompts.
Oh,
they are preferring the Git, or they are preferring with putty option.
What about Visual Studio?
Sorry?
Visual Studio Code. What about that?
Visual Studio, you need to download. How to download, we'll discuss in upcoming session. You need to download Visual Studio Code also.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, now I'm going to show you how to terminate this EC2 machine. Now, first of all, before that, I'll show you a resource. In resource group, how many resources you are able to see here? 7. Did we create these 7 resources? We have created virtual machine, but for virtual machine, there are few things also we require. Like we have created SSH key, we have disk, we have virtual network, we have NSG, public IP address, network interrupt, lot of things we are getting. We didn't create, automatically system is creating these. So it means we need to delete all these 7 things, whatever system is created here. There is one thing I can go to single that particular resource, or I can delete. Like I'll just show you the virtual machine first. I'm going to virtual machine, select that particular virtual machine, and here I have option of delete. This is one option, type as yes and click on delete. But with this option, it is only going to delete virtual machine. It is not going to delete those 7 total other pending 6 resources which system has automatically created for our virtual machine. So what is the best thing? Best thing is you can delete your resource group, or you can delete one by one all those things. One by one you can delete, or delete your resource group. So if you delete your resource group, under your resource group, whatever you have, automatically system will delete all those things. So go to your resource group, click on delete resource, and then you need to give the resource group name, and then click on. Like this, we have one more resource group by default which we are getting, that is called as network watcher RG. Same way, you need to delete this resource. I'm just going to delete right now network watcher. So copy your network watcher resource group name, enter your resource group name, and click on. Under this resource group, whatever you have, system will also delete all those things. Let's have quick questions. Yes, you can unmute. Welcome one.
Yes. Yankit, while creating the VM, we have to skip that network and other parts. Like, is it not required, or else we are going to cover it later?
It is not required for DevOps training.
Okay. Okay.
It is part of Azure admin training.
Okay.
Okay. So we are not going to discuss anything about it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, Vinay.
This question is related to billing. Okay. So just I want to get clarification. Like, so once we create a virtual machine, it is going to bill only for the machine when it is turned on, or it is going to bill hours
turn on
even when it is not on.
It is turn on, and only that time they are counting your 750 hours.
Okay. When
After
the machine is on, then only it will be counted.
Yes, machine is on, then they are calculated.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Merrily, you can unmute.
Okay, I was looking for that place to unmute a long time. I have a question. So I joined in a bit late, so I wanted to find out if there's a way where I could go back and
today recording you will upload in our YouTube channel, so you can watch from there.
Okay, is there gonna be like a link?
Yes, we'll share the link in our WhatsApp group, or you can directly subscribe to our YouTube channel also. You can directly get a notification there also. So I'm sharing our YouTube channel link. You can please subscribe.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Arsha. Arshat, you have raised your hand.
Am I audible? Hello, Ankit?
Yes, Arshat.
Yeah, Ankit, actually, I missed it like last session actually. So I just want to know, like, you are going to demonstrate, like, give the training on out-of-box Azure DevOps tools, or you are covering like both like other tools also, like Kubernetes, Jenkins, and Maven, something like that?
We are covering Docker, Kubernetes, Nagios, and Civil Terraform.
Okay.
With Azure DevOps also. For better understanding, Arshad, please check the course content. You will get full details here, whatever we are covering in.
Okay.
I just want to know one thing, Arshad. Are you the WhatsApp group of batch 112 or 122?
122, I think, yes.
You are there. You can please check the group description also. In that also we have given the course content. And my team has again today also they have shared the course content link, or I have shared the WhatsApp group link. If you are not there, you can join the group.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, one important point, guys. I have here told you to delete a resource group. To delete a resource group, everything, whatever you have in your resource group, it is going to be deleted. But one important point. What is that important point? The important point is till that time your resource group is not going to delete, don't close your browsers. If you close your browser, it is going to stop here. So till the time you're not getting a notification deleted, don't close your browsers. So this is about from my side for the today's session. If you have still any question, you can please raise your hand, or we can end the session. In tomorrow's session, we'll continue with our other things. Looks like no one has any more questions. So with this, I'm ending the session. We'll continue in tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Any question anyone have? I think someone has question. Shiva Reddy, I think you have any question. Yes, Naga.
So can we get the document, PDF document?
We are uploading in our website. Documentation we are uploading in our website.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Marily, you can unmute.
Okay, so I already had an Azure account that I had created, I think, more than a month ago. So when I was trying to follow you to create a resource group, it didn't let me. It said I should use the pay-as-you-go subscription.
Might be a subscription is over. You don't have any subscription first. You need to have a subscription. Because to create a resource group also, what is the prerequisite? The first thing is subscription.
Okay.
Okay, so please upgrade your subscription to pay-as-you-go, then you can.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Shiva Reddy, you can unmute now.
Sangeet, today only I will join this meeting. Yesterday the class is missing.
So today recording, you will get in our YouTube channel. I have already shared our YouTube channel link. My team will upload the video, might be within 1 hour or half an hour. They will upload. Okay. I've shared the YouTube channel link. You can please subscribe to our channel.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, someone has a question. Yes, Adnan.
Hi, Ankit. Azure free trial is sufficient for this course, whatever we are going to do practically.
So that is for 30 days, but this course is for 40 days. If you want to create your account now, it's your wish, or you can create after 10-15 days also. But up to your wish.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you.
Yes, Pravi.
Hey, Ankit, can you hear me?
Yes, Praveen.
So let's say I have created an account today or tomorrow. So what will happen after 30 days? Can I use my same account, or should I need to renew?
No, you can use the same account, but yes, your free trial subscription is going to be over. You need to upgrade to subscription to pay-as-you-go. And it doesn't mean after that also they are going to charge you. Because if you might remember, today I have shown you after 30 days also, you have a free quote of 12 months.
Okay.
Okay, so you can use that also.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Naga, you can unmute.
So I have created a free account now, and after 30 days, can I create a new account with the same credit card?
No, with one card you can only create one account. Not possible. You can't. Azure is going to be denied. You will create account, but they will not give you the free trial subscription. They will give you some error or something like that. You already have a subscription.
Okay. Exactly.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Jay, you can unmute. Yes, Pavan Reddy, you can unmute.
Yeah, Ankit, what will be the sequence of tools like you'll start from Linux or from where it will start and how the sequence will
Same
be?
sequence,
As per
which
the
is the
content,
course content.
it will be the same as per the content,
Same
right?
sequence, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Anyone have any more questions? Okay. Okay, so with this, I'm ending the session. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Thank you.